Okie doke, here we are. Happy Sunday night to you, I guess, I suppose. Poncho Smith here, and before we go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty of night 2 of Chicken Police, we're gonna have a bit of a whinge fest. We're gonna have a bit of a cry, gonna have a bit of a piss and moan. Nothing pertaining to the game itself, but rather some of the things I've had to do. Some of the things that I've dealt with between the start of the previous stream and the stream you see before you tonight. Okay, here we go. So, I ran into a bit of an issue, another audio issue, because I seemingly have those popping up at the most inopportune times imaginable. This specific one, and I mentioned this last night, when I stream, I always listen to the audio through my headphones. The game audio in this instance being from the capture card, which I use to get the image from my Switch. I have it set up so I can hear what's going on the Switch, through the capture card, into my headphones, through OBS. The current setup I have in audio overall for my current laptop, play it through the speakers when there's nothing plugged into the headphone jack, and play it through the headphones when I have it plugged in. You with me so far? Okay, good. What's happening now, and this happened really early on, when I was trying to get to stream on this particular laptop for the very first time, when I got it almost a year ago, I ran into the issue of trying to get it to actually play to my headphones, instead of just playing it through the laptop speakers. Eventually, I punched a few holes through walls, and I eventually got that to work the way I wanted, the way it obviously should be. You know, just simple shit. What's happening now is I can hear the audio through my headphones. I have it plugged in, I have a cord going into the laptop, connecting to the noise-canceling headphones I have, and I'm getting audio to this headset. I can lower it, it's good for my hearing, you know, I can get a sense of what's going on without being completely blown out. That's the way I like it, that's the way I prefer it. What happened seemingly out of nowhere, and through no provocation of my own, is that now we're getting Switch/capture card audio not only going through my headset, but it's also, albeit very faintly, coming out of my laptop speakers. I don't know what I did to change the settings on that. I don't know if I accidentally hit a stray key, hit the wrong button somewhere, but that's what's happening. So, it was happening last night, which is why I had to ask, several times, hey guys, if you're listening to this, if you can hear this, tell me if there's something weird going on with the audio, if there's any kind of doubling, if there's any kind of echo. And I don't believe that there was. Folks told me that there weren't, and I had the chance to just let the laptop speakers play. Also, I can't turn the volume down on the laptop speakers themselves. I can alter it in my headset, but when I move the volume up and down... See, I can change it on my headset, but it's still the same thing. I'm still getting sound coming out of the laptop speakers. So, at the conclusion of last night's stream, I decided to sort of tinker around a little bit, try to get, try to see what I could do to alleviate that, to fix that somewhat. So, in the process of trying to find a solution to that, I borked up a couple of other settings. I was finally able to alter settings to get, game capture audio not coming through the speakers, but then I had a hell of a time trying to get it to function back on OBS again. Then I was still having issues with the headset. Then I saw something that went, oh, do a BIOS update. Okay, went ahead and did that. And it freaked me the hell out because for a moment there I thought I had completely borked the laptop. Completely fudged that. Tekken 3 voice chicken! No, that's Goose. No, wait, he's not in that series. He's not in that series. But how you doing, Beepner? How you doing? I'm complaining about tech shit. Because I had an ordeal last night. So anyway, after having to restart, physically reboot the thing, Geese Howard, I know him well. After having to restart the thing by holding the power button for 30 seconds, then 60 seconds, and however long it was, I got it working again, and that seemingly resolved all the issues with the headset, the audio. I got the capture card audio and OBS again. Seems like everything was resolved, right? About an hour ago when I tried to test this again, well, not even an hour ago, more like 45 minutes ago. Plug in the headset, turn on OBS, can hear my my intermission screen, my start screen, my end screen audio coming through fine. Alright, cool, groovy. Go to the gameplay screen, which is how I have the gameplay set up. Video capture device. That seemed to come through just fine, sounded nice. I take my headset off. I still got audio coming through the speakers, the laptop speakers. It's still coming to both my headset and through the laptop speakers. So we're basically back to where we started. So yeah, all of that for really nothing. Oh, that whole ordeal, and it accomplished absolutely nothing at the end of the day. And I'm a little too afraid to even try to touch it now. I'm not going to even bother trying to do it, mid-stream, because I don't know. I might go to like the audio settings, click on something, and then my Switch explodes. I know that seems a little extreme, but this is the luck I've had with, streaming shit. It's just one clusterfuck after another. Or, in this game's case, a cluster cluck. Anyway, let's continue. I appreciate you for indulging me in all of that.
Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Yeah, we are... Reapner, if you haven't been following along, we are cops, we are also chickens, hence the title, Chicken Police.
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
So, we already talked to this guy last night.
I had no problems, until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we'll...
And we won't even trash your place this...
I say let's relax. I'm not your pal. And you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Sonny Rooster from Huntdale. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and try to do a full run of that at some point. Okay, there's Clawville PD. Maybe we can get some more info here.
I don't know, Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in
Game audio
Flowerville.
could come down a hair. Let me check real quick. I'm looking at my settings. Really, I didn't change my capture device volume. It's where it was last time. You know what? I think I had it up there to make sure the voices came through clearly enough. I had it at 10 dB. We're gonna try it at 8. How about that?
Learn something from Phyllis and Roy's.
I mean, the voices are always going to peak a little bit.
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
And I'm generally not going to try to talk over them. Okay.
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that you're rolling together again, I suppose we'll have
Or
some
peck a
excitement
little
to
bit
look
in this
forward
case.
to.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to get upset at you for that because the game's already making all the animal puns ever.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theater, and if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a complicated evening.
To put it mildly.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
Okay, so we can only talk to the both of them.
Do you want to hear some juicy gossip, boys?
Hit me.
Always.
Deputy Malloy got so drunk, he fell asleep on the toilet. It took them an hour to find him.
Stupid oaf. So that's why Blood Boil was here.
Yeah, aye, and he's in a pretty sore mood because he had to come in on New Year's Eve.
Just our luck.
No. Your luck is that he's too busy to care about you two lovers right now.
Right now.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so this is a detective noir slash buddy cop sort of story.
Why aren't we on this poster next to Blood Boil?
Because he hates us, Marty.
Oh, yeah, right.
And apparently in this universe, dogs hate chickens. There's all sorts of weird social stuff going on.
Do you remember our old squad car?
That ended up in a swamp? I could never get over that. He was the best partner I ever had.
That's, good to know, boss.
Truth hurts, pal.
Never mind. I'll live with it. Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox, what's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden?
He can say Cox unironically and not have it be lewd. Cox make people sexy after all.
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco, but we're sniffing around on a case.
Hoo-hoo. Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
You still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating.
So again, I will
petty
point out
blackmail
the little
cases.
detail with
Sneaking
Bosco.
after poor
Not only does he have the head of a
bastards cheating on
dog,
their wives.
look at his arms. Like where his sleeves are rolled up. He's got fur there. Fur on his man arms.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
You still remember...
Alright, strange list of
Listen,
names.
Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
No bones here, only Cox.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, all the animals have some degree of animosity towards each other.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Alright, here's a fun
So
one.
soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane. Guess who we met today? In person, Mon.
King Hector III?
Even better. The one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
Yeah, because they're living in a city with all sorts of animal types. So there's sort of an impetus, an incentive to try and make sure that they're not all eating each other.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Evan's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to...
Yeah, there were a bunch of Beastars references
the
last
Butcher,
night.
The Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks, Mon. Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
It must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Okay.
Oh, stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Sure, Marty, sure.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
We saw a pretty good show at the Tsar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman.
No one's ever called me
Her past is a
Dollface before.
mystery.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
That's not gonna get you anywhere, Marty.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman?
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
I remember being 35 once.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
I'm not sure if Mon is the best nickname for Monica. Anytime they say, thanks, Mon, I feel like he's trying to ape some kind of Caribbean Jamaican sort of dialect there.
We know. We're not even here anymore.
Yes, Officer Jardine.
Miss Jardine, one of the 7
That would make him a jerk
officers
chicken.
of Clawville PD.
Man, they got rid of the good Jamaican restaurant in town and replaced it with another one. A couple months back, I had their jerk chicken. Total weak sauce. Not spicy at all. Big disappointment.
Officer Barkman, unwavering cop, and a slavering beast.
Blood boils in there, and I don't want to run into him.
I wholeheartedly agree, partner. Let's avoid the whole office section as much
Well, I
as
didn't get to
possible.
see the cook. I had it delivered. I've toyed with the idea of making my own jerk chicken, but I don't have a grill of my own, and it's surprisingly hard to get a hold of Scotch bonnets there. You know, that's basically the key to making jerk chicken.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others.
Orwell reference. Orwell.
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad. We can look at... See, I get this is probably meant to be a point-and-click adventure. I'm playing this on Switch, and, you know, navigating the interface, it does work, but considering, you know, you end up having to use, you know, 2 different sets of shoulder triggers to do things here, it can be somewhat cumbersome. Okay, although Clawville is a monarchy, the actual power and jurisdiction, aside from the king, are in the hands of the Council of 12. Navigating the interface in Uno on Switch is kind of awkward. See, people say Uno, and I'm thinking Uno Gasai from Mirai Nikki Future Diaries, and I'm like, when did they make a game based off of that? You know, is that like another big gotcha thing? That's kind of the impression I'm left with upon like hearing that name for the first time. Most animals think entirely that the king himself is only a puppet and a symbol. The members of the council are the mightiest animals in the city after the king, employing not only politicians but influential businessmen as well. Oh, it's an old PC-98 visual novel. Have people started talking about that again? I know every now and again, you know, a really old game will generate a bit of buzz, and that becomes like the new rediscovered hotness for a little while. You know what I'm talking about? Hector III, or as most animals call him, the Fox King, is the 3rd member of the Falio dynasty. Though Clawville is a small state, its king is amongst the most influential animals of the wilderness. not because of the city's actual importance, but for riches of its faraway colonies. Yeah, animal racism and colonization. The Kaliu dynasty. Okay. We can travel again. Don't need to go to Hot Dog now. This will go to the,
Well, if there's one thing I've
Natasha's
learned
weekend
during
house.
20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
well, assuming those dogs still have their balls, they tend to get neutered pretty frequently. And then again,
This place gives me the creeps.
no humans here to do any ball cutting.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Yep. The Word. This is, as we established last time, it's one of Mute Analog Hate Story's favorite words.
So, this is the Word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my mind.
Alright. I thought that was a banana upon first glance.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Should we take it?
Hell no. I'll buy you one if you want. This is police business.
Actually, this is making me think of that episode of Hey Arnold, where somebody was wearing banana shoes at some beatnik club. The banana shoes that were part of a banana costume.
Do you mean the real cops? Do you think?
I'm almost certain. My crest is tingling.
That's the thing on his head, I take it.
Damn it. Well, thank God I have a weapon on me.
Also known
or
as a
two.
cock's crown.
When do you not have one?
Fair point.
Alright, nothing else. Ooh, car trunk. We'll find the body in
Chicken
here.
police. Hands up.
Yes, Marty, Marty's big personality traits. Loves women, loves guns.
Marty, that's enough. Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
Yeah, are we ever gonna touch on that?
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
And not shut the cluck up? You know, they're not super consistent on when they want to switch out, you know, fuck for cluck and vice versa. Okay, there's a spare. Okay, that's all the important stuff, I guess.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures.
Fuckle clucks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright. Oh, dear. Like, literally, deer. Like, literally, the deer that came to us at the start.
She was lying on the floor, as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful. Almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
I'm not a gun nut, but do any shot. I would not be the one to ask.
Wild gods. Fuck, even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
She knew too much.
I figured. But what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level.
Also, it's
no
okay to
longer
show
just
animals
about
naked.
empty
Animals are
threats.
already naked. Basically, think like, this is like watching a National Geographic.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to that. The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
New item.
There's nothing else.
Alright, what did we pick up?
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's what we pulled out of the purse.
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion. Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
SN Super Nintendo. She was murdered by a rabbit Super Famicom.
This... What is this exactly?
A human. Mythical creature. Quite the cult in Iveria. The whole country is
Oh wait,
full
humans
of
are
these
in this
statues.
universe after all.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
you don't think...
Let's take a closer look.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
You can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning?
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty. Look at those clothes. Could it be a military family?
Maybe. Or Stavonian fashion.
Your intuition.
Oh, okay,
always
so they're
astounds
pronouncing
me,
the
Marty.
W
What would I
as...
do without you?
As... Let's see, double V. Oh, like the German. Like you would say Wagner back in Germany instead of Wagner.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Sure, Marty.
Yeah, right.
Actually, let's not call just yet. Got birds. Fox. Lion. Wait, do I have something on my person? Deborah is dead, and the word whore is written on her back, too. Okay. Humans. The human is a mythical creature appearing in many stories and legends. Usually it appears as a wise creature, a keeper of secrets, but it also has a dual nature because chaos and destruction follow in its wake. According to most, the essence of its symbolism lies in the fact that certain secrets require a substantial price to be paid. By uncovering these secrets, we bring a curse upon ourselves. Some believe humans are the messengers of Nevatiti, the god of nothingness, and usually depict them as angels with wings. Seeing Deborah shocked Marty quite a bit, I can understand why. I knew it's not going to be a routine case, but I didn't want to drag this feather duster into anything like this. Well, it's a little late for that. Let's see... Nope. Do I have info? It's codex, places... clues. And here's a rogues gallery of all the other animals. We have cats. We have rabbits. We have sheep. Well, a giant ram at least. He's French and he's very polite. The hedgehogs and porcupine you saw earlier. We've got a kimono dragon. We've got the chief of police, Wilford Bloodboil. Okay. Nothing over there. Do I have a picture of...
Honor, strength, and unity.
Pigs, ruffians, and vigilantes.
Okay. Let's take a look at that again. City crest.
Where are the insects anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as...
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Monty.
Okay, so we got a lion on the bottom right. Got a fox. Oh, a lion on the bottom left, a fox on the bottom right. We've got a stork on the, I guess, the top left. And I guess a sheep on the top right? An herbivore? Let's try that. Let's try that. Bullet holes.
That wasn't us, right?
Not that one, Marty.
Yeah, honestly, sometimes I find it difficult to keep track of all the places we wrecked during our 10 years together.
Just 9, Marty. 9. Have you ever fired a Tommy gun, Marty?
You mean today?
You're right. Stupid question.
Alright. Okay, back to the weekend house. Alright, thanks for, cool. You spanked him, Beepner. Appreciate it. Just spank that bot. Let's try this again. The lion was here. The fox was there. The bird was here. There we go. There we go.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Let's take a look what we got in our handy-dandy knapsack here.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us.
Wait, are we gonna have to do a
So
little
a piece
puzzle?
of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what she wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
Nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, do I want to get them involved?
Bravo PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Oh, Mullins Ibben's newsstand. But we have the option to sniff around some other places right about now.
So what are we doing here again, Sonny?
I don't know. Maybe we could question Natasha.
Do you think she's here?
Who knows, Marty? We'll see.
There's Philmar. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, maybe he's not drunk as a skunk.
Stop projecting onto others, old chicken.
Ah, shut the clock up, Marty.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry I hurt your precious feelings, Boss Bird.
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Is that you, boys? I'm a little, tired.
I can see that, pal.
Oh, it's all right. I just can't find my car. I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses. Imagine that. A hawk wearing glasses.
I mean, the hummingbird wears glasses. What's your excuse?
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Whoa, all right, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibben since we left?
Ibben, he scuppered off a long time ago. Natasha, I haven't seen her.
Thanks anyway, pal. Good luck with finding your car. You want some help?
Could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny? Old friend?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but you take care, all right?
Ah, you're telling me? Oh, that's funny.
This guy was here before, right? He's handling it pretty well.
And there are even more pretty dames all over him. You think they dig his antlers that much?
More like his wallet, Marty.
Whatever you say, Sonny, what Natasha was doing on the stage, no man can ignore. Or woman, for that matter.
I didn't say I ignored it, Marty, but you gotta learn to separate the client from the job.
Ah, that's a cheap script, Sonny. You know the world doesn't work like that. And you definitely don't work like that.
If you say so.
You know, Sonny, I love Laura. And I swear I'm gonna marry her one day. But I gotta admit, that Natasha woman has turned even my head.
I wouldn't mess with Laura if I were you, pal. Wouldn't even think about it. There are few women as dangerous as her. And not just because she's a predator.
You're telling me.
So we meet again. How unpleasant.
I'm sorry, Olivia. We won't keep you long. Perhaps you could tell us if you've seen Natasha.
Yeah, the only way to accommodate a beak is by, at least, you know, a prominent beak. You know, just the side view, the side shot, side of the head. That's really the only way of you know, flattering a long beak. There are shots where you see Sonny, like, staring directly into the camera. And, that's kind of a head screw.
She hired you and you already lost sight of her? That's unfortunate.
We should have met her, but she didn't show up. Should we be worried?
Are you asking me that? I haven't seen her since she was on stage. Not like I was paying any attention to her or anything.
Thanks, sweetheart. We won't bother you anymore.
Thanks, Olivia.
Don't mention it.
We're gonna bother her some more.
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibben's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit. That's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
Alright, alright. Hold on. I need to see if the bartender's still here.
Hello again, Bojack.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Well, if you really must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep. Relax, there won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. Oh, if I must, let's give it a try.
But thou must.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
No, don't ask me anything about Miss Kitsenko and Mr. Westler. It could cost me my job or even more. Hey, it's a matter of national security.
It could be.
Yeah, see, it could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the crown and the whole city of Clawville.
I think his response is going to be akin to, like I care about the city of Clawsville.
Oh, okay, alright, just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with someone, then stormed out the front door.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite,
yeah, okay.
then came
Cats
back
hate
down
rain,
and left.
water, stuff like that.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that.
It looks like the fakest head of hair I've seen on a horse ever.
So Natasha had left.
Seems so, but she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then
we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
Okay, Boss Bird, lead the way.
That a llama? Alpaca? Something like that? Okay, here's the French ram.
Hey, boys, tell me, is Natasha still inside?
I can't give you any information about that, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
Ah, the regulations. I know. We've gotten used to it.
I am glad to hear that.
And your boss, Westler? Can we find him in the VIP lounge?
I'm afraid I can't tell you that either.
But we can take a look for ourselves, right?
No problem, gentlemen.
Thanks, Wooly.
Your friend's not the talkative type, is he? He understands what we're saying, right?
Don't anger me, chicken, or I'll tear out your throat before you could say hemp seed.
Ha! Just try, Fleabag.
Hey, folks, relax. The night's still young. We'll have plenty of time to tear each other's throats out, but right now we're busy.
Huh. You're right.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Alright. Over to the map. Go to Mullen's newsstand. I don't think we've been
Should
here
we say
yet.
hi to the old beaver?
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello. And we do need information.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something. The taxi company for the upper class only. Politicians and gangsters. Some things are indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullen's kiosk's been here since I was a little chick. My old man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah, many still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Yeah, kind of. Chandler's used to be quite a prestigious cafe. Magnificent animals had breakfast here, and in the evenings, philosophers and writers would get drunk together and argue. The place is now just a second-hand bookshop, just a shadow of its former self, like so many things in this city, like me.
A very, very self-deprecating chicken, Sonny is.
The Clawville Chronicle, the most read and probably the most biased newspaper in the city. It's supposed to be a royalist rag, but the separatist overtones are getting stronger and stronger every day. I wonder if they've got the entire Chicken Police series. Not that
Oh yeah, they became the basis of quite a bit of literature in this universe.
The Chronicle either put the Chicken Police on a pedestal, or it was gnawing on our drumsticks. Mostly thanks to our dear friend, Timothy Saltwater. We made it much easier to sell the paper, until the public got bored. I had a chance to travel in one of these once. I was being taken to my own execution, but that's another story. This newspaper booth has been standing here for more than 100 years. It was always run by the Mullen family, like some strange monument to a forgotten age. Hey, Hercule. What's up, old friend?
Hello, me lads. It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just like you. But I'm afraid we're also walking a little bit outside the law.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things. After all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with his daddy, eh? You're like me sons, so yeah.
Aw, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
Eben's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure. But he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his way. And that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they tried. They wanted to buy the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ibben's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up. The lawyers behind me, even Biff, the owner of Chandler's. But I told them, over my cold dead carcass.
Well, looks like it worked.
I'm too much for them, lads. Or I'm just too famous around here to get rid of. We could say Ibben's almost almighty, but he avoids scandal like rats avoid fire.
That's a good one.
I'm a poor nobody, my lads, but my name still carries meaning. This place has always belonged to my family. If my dead body had been found here or in the Times, it would have caused a scandal, even without any evidence. So, he usually listens to reason.
When I talked to him tonight, he seemed confused, dissolute, and impetuous to me.
That's uncharacteristic. Are you sure it was him?
Are you joking? Ibn Wessler's not usually confused with anyone else.
Of course I'm joking. Beaver humor, you know? Nobody gets it. Not even the beavers.
Good one again.
Hey, Martin, my lad, what's up? How's that beautiful wife of yours?
Laura's perfectly fine, thank you.
It's crazy you could grab an amazing woman like her, son. Are you blackmailing her with something?
You know, I've been meaning to know that.
Ah, I missed your famous beaver humor.
I'm just messing with you, son. Anyway, you look good. You're in good shape. You look more like a turkey than a rooster, if you ask me.
Thanks.
This is priceless. Thanks, Hercule. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, sure will.
Nice girl. She used to come here for a while, but I think she moved downtown.
Yeah, she's the poster girl for workaholism. She lives in an apartment across from the PD, but sleeps at the station, if she sleeps at all.
Some animals just race and race through the years of their life until someone stops them and makes them wind down.
Is there someone like that waiting for everyone?
Indeed there is, somewhere. Usually not where we're looking for them.
Yeah, right. How's Desiree?
What about her? She's still beautiful, and she's still my wife, and I still don't get why she hasn't left me already.
Because she's too much like you stubborn old dam builder.
You see, you're right about that, sonny boy.
And, the cubs?
Cubs? More like jumbo cubs. Johnson's a hotshot lawyer in Galadia, and Timmy also left Clawville to try his luck in Grassmore. But who could blame them?
Good move.
Ah, yeah, but they visit me often, though. They're good kids.
I know, pal. They're from a good litter.
If you say so.
No, they refer to young beavers as beaver cubs.
You know anything about a woman named Natasha Katsenko?
Sonny boy, what have you gotten yourself into again? That lass is Ibn Wessler's protege, to put it politely. She's the crown jewel of the city. A shining new star. If you dare talk to a gal such as her, you can expect some serious lead poisoning, me boy.
Well, I suppose I should have come to you first for advice. Doesn't matter now. We're in it, Uncle. Up to our combs.
If you'll accept the advice of an old shaggy beaver, get to the end of it as quickly as you can, and try to make it out with all your feathers.
Yeah, that's the plan. But do you know anything about her? Anything, interesting?
As I've heard, Natasha is quite a mysterious lass. She came from the Stavonian Tsardom and fled to Clawville, but from what? No one knows. Some years of her life are shrouded in mystery, and that rarely means good.
You're right about that. So, that's your advice? Be careful?
At least, sonny boy. And one more thing.
What's that?
Never fall in love with a woman like her.
Actually, let me check something real quick.
Thanks, Hercule. I wasn't planning to.
Nobody plans to, sonny. Just take care of each other, okay? And always carry a good gun in your pocket.
Marty has plenty of those pockets.
Oh, I always have one in every pocket, old-timer.
Yeah, called it.
I know, Martin. I know.
What's up, old man? Is everything all right?
Me bones are creaking. Me eyesight's getting more and more blurry. And sometimes I hear sounds that aren't even there. I think I'm getting old. Or maybe I've gone crazy already. But the old ticker's still ticking. So, here I am.
Ah, it's good to still have an old familiar spot in the city.
Ah, nothing lasts forever, boys. So, what is this dirt you've ended up in again, eh?
Just a simple case, strumming personal strings. That's why I couldn't refuse it. You know the tune.
Well, yeah. Same old song, eh?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Alright, I think that's enough of time spent at the newsstand. Okay, we know Natasha came to Clawville from several years in her life that are completely dark to us. Not even Mullen has anything on her. Soaked to the bones. Wait. workaholic. Okay, from before he was prior to the chicken police. Knows everything about everyone. Alright. So we're going to the hotel.
We had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home. The only lead was the list Fillmore gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
So, what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start?
Okay. Game time. Gameplay part of the game. The whole place start. Okay, let me... Let's start it with strange threats. What do they mean here? Okay. That's it, strange threats that were being sent to Natasha. Natasha in the threats, what's the connection? Or addressed to her?
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that. But there was something Natasha didn't speak about. Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret. What could we do with this list? I know only one person person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him if we want to get out of this dead end.
Alright, we're gonna talk to our bunny friend.
So, the card is, maybe a dead end. The piece of painting, too.
But the list Philmar gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a recurring thing. He gets Lewis's name wrong consistently.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the bunny man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Alright. I hope someone didn't strangle him and, like, wrote Voron on his body. Alright. 9... 3... 2...
Hey, Lewis, sorry to disturb you, again. Could you come over to my place? I, have a question for you. It's very important. It's about a case.
A real case? With the chicken police? Of course, Sonny. I'll be over in a few minutes.
Thanks, pal. I owe you one.
One? Just another second.
Alright, there he is.
Thanks, Lewis. Again.
Oh, don't mention it. Besides, it was my big dream to help you with a serious case.
Well, let's hope you can help. What can you tell me about this list, old pal?
Well, these names. I know half of them personally. Maybe even more.
I knew it.
But I have no idea what kind of list this is.
Here we go.
But these are all members of the upper class. Politicians, business people. Oh my. Even the commander of the Royal Guard.
Damn.
But I really don't know what it means.
So, is it a dead end?
I'm afraid so.
Huh. The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
Ah, man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure.
Marty doesn't count as a good thing?
So this is them.
Yeah, the Wild Gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is.
Famous jazz musician.
I didn't know you used to be a
Sonny is a
kindergarten
bird
teacher.
with taste.
But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so Timothy, Saltwater, Seagull. Okay, oh, Saltwater was his... Okay, that makes sense. He's a seagull. Okay. Yeah, we saw him at the diner earlier. A civilian organization started by the four most influential and wealthiest animals in the city, the fire of 867 had almost entirely wiped Clawville off the face of the wilderness when the wild gentlemen intervened and built the city anew using all their money and influence. They were heroes, or at least they were regarded as such. Some believed the fire was their doing and it was all a part of a national conspiracy. Most likely we will never know the truth. And leather and fur used to be high fashion, but nowadays, especially in Clawville, the use of real leather and fur is quite rare. It's not totally illegal to wear these kinds of clothes yet, if you can afford it, but it's quite despicable, to put it mildly.
Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Yes, she's a very lovely young lady.
Where did you take her after you two left?
Where she asked me to Flowerville.
Flowerville? Rochester Street 37?
Yes, exactly. Why?
Luck.
Did something happen?
Nothing good, Lewis. Nothing good. Deborah, the girl who came to me tonight.
Yes, she's a very...
Where did you take... Deborah?
Oh, okay. We'll move on.
This?
This?
Oh, my goodness.
I think we have a bingo, gentlemen.
You see, I also have one of these.
A card? Like this? Really?
Yes. It's a membership card to a very exclusive club.
How exclusive?
Very.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does SN mean, Lewis?
It's the sweltering Nile.
But that's a...
Well, yes, it's a brothel, but it's not like that. It's something completely different.
Calm down, Lewis. We're not going to tell anybody.
Thank you so much. It is rather embarrassing.
Hey, look, you're a growing rabbit. You gotta get your rocks off somehow.
Listen, Lewis. How do we get in?
You want to get in? Well, if you show them this card, they'll surely let you in, but it will be obvious you're not regulars there.
We're used to that.
So, are we going to a luxury brothel?
Correct, Marty. Thanks for the help, Lewis. I owe you one. For the third time today, I think.
5 cases of carrot wine.
I don't know what you said to him, but after you finished, he almost immediately van disappeared.
Really? That's suspicious.
Or he had business elsewhere. It's New Year's Eve. Everybody's going somewhere.
I didn't see her after the show. If I'm not mistaken, she usually leaves when everyone else has already left.
What else do you know about her, Lewis?
Oh, not much. What everybody knows, she was a dancer.
Rhythm is a dancer, after all.
Backing singer, then star, and then club owner.
We found out as much already. Do you think she'd fled the Stavonian massacre? That's why the secrecy.
Do you mean the massacre of the royal family? I'd say her accent is a dead giveaway, and her name too, though it's undoubtedly an alias.
So it's possible that she is a part of the royal family?
I don't think so. Nobody could have survived that awful night.
You're probably right. What should we know about the place, Lewis? Besides what they're, dealing in there?
No, it's an elegant and exclusive place. Not everybody visits them for that, you know. Some animals just go for company.
Oh, like a maid cafe or a host club.
I see. I guess it's mostly visited by the upper class.
Mostly, yes. The wealthy who have a taste.
Yes, of course.
Is it true what they say, that it's some kind of hidden stronghold of the Royalists?
The Nile is a proud herald of the coexistence of all the species. Yes, but stronghold? I don't think so.
But the place must be an eyesore for the Separatists, right?
Oh, don't worry for the girls, Sonny. They can defend themselves quite well. The Separatists wouldn't dare to go near the place.
Well, we'll see what they have to say about these two old cocks.
The older the cock, the sweeter the juice. Wait a minute.
That was a little bit, equivocal.
May I ask what you have gotten yourself into? This looks serious.
It's complicated, Lewis. But nothing good. I can tell you that much.
Ah. Is there anything else that I can help you with?
Maybe there's something.
Okay, I think we touched on all of that by now. The old Thumper likes to kill time in a very luxurious way. Alright, okay, we're getting railroaded to the brothel now. Oh, finally the start of Chapter 2.
To Marty's delight, we were heading toward the most exclusive brothel in Clawville. The Separatists and those opposing the monarchy hated the place, just like they hated everything that supported interracial relations and peaceful coexistence of all species. So the place wasn't just a brothel. It was a symbol. But just like a brothel is not a worthy symbol, Clawville failed to turn out the way it was intended.
Well, here we are. The kingdom of long legs, silky skin, and fluttering lashes.
Good God, this really is a furry's paradise.
Calm down, Marty. Watch your blood pressure.
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for Stripes.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Yeah, old fart.
Oh dear.
I don't even know. Good
Even though that's
gods.
not a deer.
Hey, keep it down, Marty.
I see it now. Of all that's furry.
Please don't mention that.
Yes, it's very furry. Or more like, shaggy.
Please don't shag the furries.
This picture, this one's really artistic for a change.
These broads are elegant. Just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails, furry ears, a raspy tongue?
Oh, for the love of all the gods, stop it.
But just think about it.
Please shut up, Marty.
Oh, this is getting even worse and worse.
That woman, she's familiar.
Do you think it's her? The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty, do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps, more like.
Anyway, I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but yeah, maybe.
He can't tell cats apart.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, she's a very attractive gal, huh? And this photo is really something. Very, artistic.
You call that art?
This is what real art is about, Sonny. It's beautiful and mysterious.
Well, you should have seen the picture on Natasha's wall. Your heart would have skipped a beat for sure.
Wait, what picture?
Nothing. Forget it. It's not important.
Hey, you're not getting off that easily. I want to know.
No, my friend, you have to earn that.
You're a real bastard, you know?
I know, Marty.
Yeesh. That guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
You're a bird.
Is he a bouncer or a guest? I'd rather not ask. Holy fur. You swallowed so hard, the whole place shook.
Are you kidding me? I've never seen anything like this before.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know. Vice?
You really must be joking. Vice in Clawville?
Okay. I was pulling your leg. But still, it's a little hot in here.
Oh, cool down, Marty. Don't even look over there. Remember Laura, your wonderful girlfriend, whom you love more than anything.
You don't need to tell me. All I'm thinking about is her.
With a hatchet in her hand.
More like my nuggets.
Oh, I get that.
That's...
Oh god, they put a sexy snake in the game.
Laura.
That's it, Marty. Just slowly turn away from the pictures.
Laura.
Alright, okay. That's enough of that. Alright, we looked at all the smutty pictures we can.
Excuse me, gentlemen. That area is private. You need to register first.
Oh, thank you, miss.
My name is Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny, and this is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty, not now.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often. Me neither, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
You're absolutely right.
We're just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah? We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
You hear that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
I think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why'd you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Sounds a lot like my brother.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
That's exactly what I mean.
I wouldn't want to offend you, far from it, but it's evident you're from the police, even without this.
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't, but, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Right. I understand, ma'am. Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
You know, given that he's a rabbit, this makes perfect sense. Very, very characteristic of what, of the types of activities rabbits are inclined to do.
I see, how regular, if I may ask?
Every other day.
I can't give you any information about that. House policy.
More frequent than you think.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Touché.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
Don't you see some familiar names on there?
That's confidential too, probably.
But everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you. Look, she gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Much obliged. Beauty is relative.
How young is this girl? Damn.
This place is clucked up.
Do you think they're forced to do this?
Marty, we're not here for that. Just for the information we need.
Yeah, but you know what, Sonny? We're fortunate to be able to choose what we do with our lives, huh?
You are, Marty. You have the chance to work with Santino Featherland. Me, on the other hand...
He's forced to work with Marty.
Aha.
Excuse me, gentlemen. Would you be so kind as to help me?
Oh, Southern Fox lady.
With pleasure, ma'am.
The zipper always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
I do declare.
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Happy to help, ma'am.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
Clucking lords.
Alright. We had a dress zipping minigame.
Marty, ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
Beauty is relative. A fine young gal, that's for sure. Beauty.
May I invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Oh.
I apologize for the wait. Please, come with me, gentlemen.
So you were successful.
Oh, I can see some zebra details now, just past the sleeves of her arms. She's got stripes there. Stripes on what I believe to be her physical arms.
Madame Zavas was a legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, former member of the Council of 12.
Oh no, are we...
Spy master, assassin,
are we in the middle of a big-lipped alligator moment
and
here?
Courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence. So she is the legendary Madame Zavas. Interesting pieces.
Huh?
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland.
Wait, there was no audio when she started
is the art of
speaking
the
the
Nilenites.
first time.
Ah, hence the name, the sweltering Nile.
It's a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration.
Do they have alligators or crocodiles in Russia, like naturally occurring?
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
Slime and punishment. 7 pieces of my mind. The death of the horse. 49 years of the reptile.
There are books here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here. There are books. That's quite a wide...
Alright, enough of that.
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Oh, you're such a kiss-ass, Marty.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
So she is the legendary Madame Zavas. Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Zadino, I know who you are. And I also know your partner. The legend of the Chicken Police is always one step ahead of the Chicken Police.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You know, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague
belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
And the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
Well, you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but, as I said, discretion.
Look, ma'am, we don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
I swim well, too.
Alrighty then. Alright. Let's start
As I
up with the
was
strange
saying,
card
it
first.
belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
The employees, too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought so. Yes, thank you. Louis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No doubt. Louis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
Thank you for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, man.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I right to assume it has something to do with the sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it. No.
Discretion is key.
Absolutely.
Do you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes.
Thank you. Very useful.
Alright, sweltering Nile.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, not unless it results in a croco-duck.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Outside of the context of this game, that would be fucked up.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Alright. I think...
So she is the...
Seems like we have the opportunity, the option to do some heavy-duty grilling in a moment. Okay, legendary spy and courtesan, Madame Zivas runs the brothel. You better be careful. Her reputation is known all throughout the wilderness. Okay, crocodile. Her smile is fake, her story is fake, but the danger is real. Okay, already a legend when I was still just a little chick. Her tales about her beauty and lethal coldness. Time never stopped for her either, but she doesn't seem any less dangerous than what the legends say. Now she spends most of her days as the owner of the luxury brothel, the Sweltering Nile. And Day-Night Diamond. Beautiful, calm professional. Pretty zebra receptionist. Codex. And this was the bloody New Year's Eve. Okay, the night that changed Sonny and Marty's lives forever. It started with a strange call and an unexpected visit from a tigress, and ended in a hatching house where the duo had to witness an unprecedented massacre. Sonny became personally involved in the case when a strange figure in a top hat targeted his family, but escaped before he could have been apprehended. In truth, the case was never officially closed, but under the pressure of the Attorney General, the papers had reported as the glorious triumph of the chicken police. This is where the legend originates from, started by an unfortunate lie. Okay, the Nile Knight is an ancient culture gone extinct. Used to be a huge, substantial empire in the southwestern tropical region of the wilderness. One famous, still living representative of this culture is Madame Zivas, the legendary spy master and courtesan. Okay.
Deceit is everything to Zivas. She used to be a spy, so I'm gonna take her every word with a grain of salt.
Okay. So we know most of the stuff she's saying is complete BS. I'm not sure how we handle this, though. We'll just see what happens.
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zivas? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Well, you see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I'm trying to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
All right.
Tell me, were you really the king's spy?
If that's such an open secret, then I haven't been doing my job very well, isn't that right? Yes, I was a spy. But that's such a blunt way of putting it. I always say I used to undertake confidential, generally political assignments of a delicate nature for the king that were in the interests of national security.
Oh, that's the excuse everybody gives.
Put that way, it sounds rather romantic.
Don't believe the cheap fiction, Mr. Featherland. Espionage is anything but romantic.
I believe you, madam.
If you must know, I only did it because I believed I could protect those that I serve. Weapons have only one use in this world: to keep the peace. Yes, I always thought about myself and my craft that way.
Thank you for your honesty, ma'am.
All right.
Why did you decide to open a brothel?
You know, this place used to be an orphanage. Then after the Great Avian Plague, a hatchery. Then, young mothers lived here who had nowhere else to go. That's when I took over.
Young mothers and prostitutes. That feels like a sharp turn.
No, it didn't happen like that, of course. The process took 20 years, but one thing remains the same. I wanted to help girls who had nothing and no one. To help them.
And this was the best you could do, helping them sell their bodies.
You see things very superficially, Mr. Featherland. We're a family who helped each other even at the worst of times, took care of each other, and what's most important, survived. Yes, survive, no matter the cost.
And it's the cherry on top of the most treasured secrets of the rich and famous.
Very insightful, Mr. Featherland. There's truth to that. Knowledge is power, as they say. And we know a lot about powerful animals that could be used as weapons. Or the opposite. That could avert a war.
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question, Natasha Katsenko.
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
It couldn't have been easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant. So she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Indeed, Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club. The rest is history.
You have talent, Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zavos is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
Play to the part of her. Okay. So she sees herself as a protector.
Why did you take her in? Maybe you saw yourself in Natasha.
She was only 17 when she knocked on the rear entrance of the brothel on an unusually cold, rainy night. I opened the door myself.
Was Natasha alone?
Yes, completely alone. Her left arm was slashed with an ugly wound, and she was frozen to the bone, barefoot, only a thin nightgown on her.
Did she tell you what happened to her?
After I brought her into the house, warmed her up, and changed her into new clothes, that was the first thing I asked. But no, she didn't tell me. We became very good friends, but I still don't know what happened to her and where she came from, or how she knew about this place and the rear entrance.
And you weren't bothered by all those secrets?
That would have been very hypocritical of me, don't you think? No, it didn't bother me. I make a living out of secrets, Mr. Featherland.
I see.
Okay.
Do you know where Natasha came from before Clawville?
Naturally. The poor dear couldn't even deny it. Even her name's eloquent, her accent, but mostly her manners, Mr. Featherland. She's from Stovos, and she belonged to the upper class of Stovonian social circles. She could barely even speak the language when I first met her.
That's all you know about her. An ex-spy like you must have checked up on her new protege's past.
That's the most exciting thing. Yes, I have. Multiple times putting my most treasured connections to good use. But nobody found anything. Natasha's trail could only be traced back to the Stovonian border. What happened in that country, no one knows.
It's rather curious, don't you think?
It is, Mr. Featherland, yes. Curious. That's why I've always been rather fond of Natasha.
Did it touch you deeply when she left you?
Indeed, it did.
Zavos is protective. It seems she's dedicating her whole life to her proteges. If I concentrate on that, maybe she'll open up to me. Have you kept in touch?
Only occasionally, Mr. Featherland. She writes to me every few weeks, and very rarely we talk on the phone. But I haven't heard from her in weeks. The truth is, I've started to worry about her.
Did she give no sign of being in trouble?
Never. No. Natasha's not the kind to talk about her feelings.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself. When was the last time you saw her, Madame Zavos?
Maybe around 2 months ago. There was a ball, attended by Ibn Wessler, his beautiful mate Natasha, and myself. Yes.
Was she herself? Did you feel like she was afraid or worried about something?
On the contrary, she was unrestrained, free, radiant. She was in love. Yes, in her own unique way.
What do you mean?
You know Natasha loves on a different level than most Clawville women. Or most women in the wilderness, in fact. Maybe it's because of the Stovonian origins. Perhaps it's something else.
So you didn't notice anything strange about her?
Didn't notice.
Well, if anything could be called strange, it was that I saw a woman positively floating above the ground, who previously used to stand on it with 2 feet.
I see. Thank you, madam. How did you feel when you learned Natasha was going to leave?
Honestly, I was very hurt. I loved her as a daughter. How would you have felt?
I couldn't say.
And I still couldn't stop her, and you know why?
Of course I do. Because you loved her.
You've been in my shoes before, am I right, Detective? Yes, I can feel you have.
This isn't about me, madam. Please stop changing the subject.
I have felt betrayed on a certain level. Yes, and offended, and alone. Even amongst all my friends.
Were you disappointed in her?
Only in myself, Mr. Featherland. But I have a hunch you know this feeling very well.
Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for your time, madam.
Anytime, Detective. Yes, anytime.
Alright, I think that went well. Ooh, I think this is our first 100%. Natasha worked at the Sweltwing Nile brothel before Eben Wessler, discovered her and got her out of there.
Please, gentlemen, wait here a moment. I would like to show you something that could help you.
Oh, that's excellent news. Thank you. We will wait.
Do you trust her?
Not in the slightest. Even her smile is fake. This woman wallowed in other animals' secrets until she became one too.
That's exactly how I feel.
Anyway, now that we're here, we can take a better look around.
Just what I was thinking.
These books are here for a reason.
They mean something. Okay.
These books are here for
Apples don't blink.
These books are here for These books are here for These books These books are here for beautiful pieces for sure.
Oh, we can move the clock. Okay.
Yes, this is the Zavos from the legend. Yes. These books are here for a reason. They mean something. These books are here for
One key to the animal mind. The red pig. Okay, we obviously have the ability to do something with the clock. So our books are Owls Don't Blink, Slime and Punishment. 7 pieces of my mind, that's a number. 49 years of the reptile. 1 key to the animal mind. Okay. We have 7, we have 49. There we go.
A hidden door. Who'd have thought?
She is a legendary ex-spy.
Well, this is something I've never understood. Why isn't a key good enough? I mean, you can take that with you, but riddles can be solved by anyone.
You should ask the team behind Resident Evil that question.
I don't think many animals get to be in this room, Marty. And the other thing is...
maybe she wanted us to find it.
Exactly what I'm thinking. Who knows? Anyway, we're going in.
This room is not like her at all.
The other must have been for show. Marty, this is the reality. We're talking about a professional spy.
A former spy.
Still, if anyone knows how to mask her real face, it's her.
But you think this is who she really is? Cold, dark, and tiny.
And full of secrets.
Alright,
this place gives me the creeps.
Me too. We better get out of here before she comes back.
Ladies of the Force, 872. Oh god, I'm getting serious Kremlin vibes from these Kremling vibes,
So
rather.
the rumors are true.
Military intelligence. This dame's really something. I'm starting to think the whole brothel is just a cover.
Makes sense. You think she's still working for Royal Intelligence?
Well, based on what she told us, she's a committed royalist. So I imagine she does. If we fly too close...
Hector III, our great and fair king.
I feel sorry for the poor fox, to be honest.
I don't. He has it pretty good.
Would you like to live your life as a puppet? Everything you do, carefully planned. Your rule and authority, the whole thing, just for show.
Even if he is just a puppet, Clawville needs a king. He gives strength and hope to many animals.
Huh. I guess. We shouldn't cross the king. That would be beyond our pay grade.
Somebody started typing a letter but left it unfinished.
What does it say?
Number 2947222, report about separatist group movements.
Damn it. Don't even read that.
What? Why not?
I don't know about you, but I don't want to get caught up in the royalist-separatist conflict. What you don't know can't hurt you, right?
I can't even recognize you, boss. Where did you put your sense of adventure?
My sense of adventure has retired. Leave it alone. Just forget it's here.
Okay, that makes sense.
This has got to be it, Marty. Look at the missing page.
Oh, gods. And look at the names.
Yeah, the ladies and their guests.
Damn.
What this means, Marty, is that the most influential people in the city had been Natasha's patrons. Some even from the royal family.
This book could destabilize Clawville.
At least the Clawville we currently know.
You think this is behind everything? Somebody's blackmailing Natasha because of this?
That could easily be the case. But something still doesn't fit. That piece of a painting.
Sonny?
If there's even a small chance of...
Sonny.
What?
There's another familiar name here.
What are you talking about?
Is it the chief? Okay, okay. Natasha. Oh,
Fucking
shit.
hell, Sonny. Molly?
She was working here too.
It's probably someone else with the same name.
So that's why Natasha told me they'd known each other for a long
Both
time.
working at the brothel.
Look, boss.
I can't believe it. All those stories about her past.
Listen, Bossbird. Molly loved you, right? Isn't that what matters?
Marty, please.
You were her
shut your
one true
fucking
cock,
beak
man.
right now, or I'll shut it for you.
Wait, what'd he say?
Clucking hell. It's...
So that's...
Look, boss.
I can't believe...
Listen,
Marty, please shut your fucking beak right now, or I'll shut it for you.
Okay, boss. I'm sorry, but...
Just shut the cluck up.
We've caught them sneaking around, Miss Diamond, you see?
I see, madam.
Uh-oh. Well, okay, this isn't good.
Oh, back off, ladies.
Oh. Oh. This is outstanding.
There's no need for this. We don't want trouble.
No, maybe you don't. Unfortunately, trouble has found you, gentlemen.
Madam Zavas, we needed to know the connection. What this place has to do with Natasha. And my wife.
Filthy cops? He's talking gibberish. May I shoot him?
No, not yet, Miss Diamond.
I'd be very sorry to put holes in your lovely striped skin, but believe me, baby, I will. I've always wanted to know if diamonds are bulletproof.
Marty, that doesn't sound as cool as it did in your head.
Please, madam. It'll all be over in a second.
No. We have received different orders, Miss Diamond. Stand down.
Oh, I see. The pony does tricks on command. Well, I'm not surprised.
Not helping, Marty.
That's enough, Marty. You knew who she was, didn't you? What she meant to me.
Well, well, Mr. Featherland. Aren't you interested in your case anymore? No? All it took was a name from your past, and your professionalism drowned in the mud.
Wait. Did I... Oh, we got Max pained.
I think I was dreaming. But it wasn't the kind of dream you'd want to remember. Dark and painful. Then the suffocating smoke woke me. It wasn't fried eggs, that's for sure. Where was I? What happened? That treacherous crocodile. Then I saw Marty, who looked as horrible as I felt. Well, I've always wanted a romantic sea voyage.
I think I pressed B instead of A.
Gods damn it. I knew I shouldn't have gone along with this.
Marty, I told you you could get out any time.
And you knew damn well that I wouldn't. That I would never leave you in deep shit once I've joined you. You knew it, and you still asked me to do it.
Marty, listen.
You're a selfish bastard, Sonny, and you drag everyone around you down with you. How long was it till retirement? 120 days?
121.
But you just couldn't sit still on your ass, could you? Well, take a good look around, boss bird. This is you. And this is what follows you. Just this clucking misery. And dead bodies. Do you understand? You have nothing else to offer but suffering.
Marty.
And feeling sorry for yourself. Oh, you're great at that. I can't believe this shit. We're gonna die here on a goddamn blazing ship like roast chicken. Well, it's dramatic at least, just like you like it.
Marty.
What?
I've almost managed to untie the knot. But if you keep thrashing around like that, we're really gonna die here.
Ah, for cluck's sake, fine. Work your magic. Until then, I'm gonna say all the prayers I know.
You better. So close, yet so far.
What's this all about?
So what now?
Now we run and swim.
I can't swim.
Well, you better learn fast or you'll die. I'm not gonna drag your fat ass to the shore if that's what you're hoping.
I shouldn't have brought this many guns with me.
Throw them away then.
Never.
Then they'll drag you down into the deep. Ah, I don't care. I always thought your gun mania would be your undoing.
Cluck you, Sonny.
We have to survive this first.
Well, after you, boss bird.
That furry, fucking clucking gods. Damn.
Yeah.
Listen, Marty.
What?
What you said on the ship.
What about it?
You were right. I knew this would happen. Or something like it. I dragged you into this deliberately. Because I'm not enough on my own.
Sonny, cut the crap.
No, I'm serious. I knew I couldn't do this alone. I needed you to, well, to look out for me.
I don't need this, all right? Stop playing the wounded soul. I don't fucking care.
Fair enough.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking right.
I'll, shut up now.
Good. I think I must have hit my head pretty badly.
Say, isn't that Captain Marsh?
You see him too? Oh, thank the gods.
Ho, 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 lads. What the hairy devil are you doing out here? Isn't it a bit cold for a swim?
It was warm on the ship, at least while it was burning.
I bet it was. Arr.
Hey, Captain, how's it hanging?
Like a damn pirate.
It's hanging all right. Arr. What about you lubbers? What was all that ruckus, eh?
Oh, I think someone tried to kill us, Captain. Again.
Come on, Boise. There's nothing new there.
Yeah, old rust can't be scraped away.
Did you see anything, Captain?
Arr, of course I have. A burning ship. Then two cocks suddenly learned to fly, and even swim, by gad. Oh, what a time to be alive, eh?
You haven't changed a bit, old man.
Sure I haven't. I'm steady, like the Sea of Clawville.
Yeah, except that Clawville doesn't have a sea.
Of course it does, laddie. Just not here in Clawville.
Okay, that's too much for me.
Tell me, Captain, do you hang out here all the time?
This behind me is me ship, lads. Or at least, it's a ship I'm living in at the moment. It's not mine, you know.
And what do you do?
I stand here and watch the sea.
The sea? You mean the River Times?
River? Arr, that was a good one, boy.
Okay.
A black car stopped not far from here. A rich-looking car, shiny and all.
Yeah? What else?
Two big lads stepped out of it. One of them was looking like some kind of cow. The other was a cat, a big cat. They were fancy looking at the ship. I don't blame them. It's not something you see every day. I swear on all the saints of the sea. Arr.
Just a wild guess. Was it a ram and a bobcat?
Arr, exactly. Are you friends of theirs?
Well, an acquaintance. It's the bouncer of the Tsar Club, and the goon that was hanging around Ibn.
Plumey gods. Zavas answers to Ibn too. Or at least they're connected.
Yeah.
Oh, arr. That sounds exciting.
I need to check the menu to see if I can replay
Easy, old timer.
what we just went through.
This Ram fella, what did he do after watching us?
Nothing at all, laddie. When that lovely ship started to sink, they got into their pretty car and got away like bats out of hell.
So they didn't see us swimming to shore.
I wouldn't know that.
What now?
I don't know. We can't go to the station, that's for sure.
We agree on that.
I think I broke a rib or two.
My sight's getting blurry.
Pluck me. You know what this means?
Oh, no. I'd rather go blind than go to Bubo's.
We have to, pal.
I'm not your pal, especially after tonight.
Come on, we got no choice.
Well, we survived the burning ship. I guess we'll survive the madman, too.
Don't be so optimistic.
What else?
Do you know anything about the place called the Sweltering Nile?
Of course I do, me boys. But they don't really tolerate folks like me there.
Not surprised. Have you heard anything unusual about it?
Arr, sure I have. They have the most beautiful wenches there, laddie. Like sirens of the sea. And they're willing to do anything for you. If only I were a spring chicken like ye are, I'd be already running over there.
Well, actually, Captain, that's where we came from.
On a burning ship? Bloody hell. You know how to live, lads.
We're doing our best, Captain.
Hey, you be. Arr.
And now the madam.
Have you heard the name Madame Zavas?
When I was young like ye, they were talking about a gorgeous crocodile with that name. Aye, beautiful and deadly. Just how I like my women.
I think that's the type of a few folks in this city.
Me too.
It's her, yeah. Less beautiful now, but just as deadly.
She has something to do with the burning ship, eh?
You're quite the detective.
So I've been told.
What is... Marsh is capybara. Yeah, he looked like one. Calls him the captain. Never left the shore. Single figure in the city. Okay. This is a close relationship. That's in the case of Natasha passed. Will riddle your feathers with holes without a thought if she has to. Doing anything to make us bite the dust. Haven't succeeded. Yeah, I missed that part. Hold on.
You can swim after all.
Yeah. Or the river spat me out.
Well, what about your guns? Did you throw them away?
Hell no. Where they go, I go. And where I go, they're coming with me no matter what.
I'm seriously amazed you're still alive.
Yeah, sure.
Tell you what. Oh, we can rewatch cutscene. Oh wait, that's just the cutscene. Damn it! Not the actual scene that we kind of went through. Or that bit of dialogue we skipped. Alright, let me step away for a while, for a bit. Need to do a couple of things. I'm gonna throw on the bossa nova music real quick, and we'll be back shortly to pay Bubbo a visit. So let's get that going. We'll return shortly. Okay. Guess we'll pay the good doctor a visit. We've heard about him, but we haven't really interacted with him just yet. Alright, Chapter 3. Chapter 2 was rather short, I guess.
Bubo used to work at the PD as a coroner and pathologist. Then a couple of limbs and organs went missing, and the morphine stock suspiciously depleted, so the force said goodbye to him. He then set up a private practice, but lost his license pretty quick. Now he's doing something that vaguely resembles medicine, fixing up gangsters and bent coppers. Or pigeons like us. I haven't seen the doc since he had to pick a dozen pellets out of my drumstick. Thanks, Marty.
Well, yeah, at least you didn't hit anything vital.
Well, well. Look who the cat dragged in. The one and only chicken coppers in the rotting flesh.
Good evening to you too, old owl.
Aw. Has he shot you again?
Not yet.
Ha ha, it is to laugh. I just need a strong painkiller, and since we're already here, some information too.
Well, then I hope your pockets are full.
We just crawled out of the river, so if it's all right with you, I can pay with a pocket full of mud.
Well, I owe you one anyway.
One? Don't make me laugh, Bubo. You're indebted to us for the rest of your life.
Okay, okay. Tell me what's wrong and do it fast. It's a busy night. On New Year's Eve, animals love to shoot or even eat each other.
Tell me about it. Tonight's starting to remind me of the bloody New Year's Eve.
Or worse.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Did you come here to cry me a river? Spit it out. Then get your wobbly waddles out of here. Ursula will be home soon.
Charming as ever, old bird.
What do you think? Is this a medical illustration or the good doc's dinner?
Unfortunately, the two are often one and the same.
Ugh.
Hey, did you draw this, Doc?
Very funny. Are you here to sightsee or what?
We don't have anything better to do at the moment, so...
I'm laughing myself to death.
This is just for decoration, right? Somehow I can't picture you playing the classics.
It's Ursula's, not mine. She plays beautifully.
I can imagine.
Hey, shut your beak or I'm gonna sew it shut for you.
All right, calm down.
Do you keep the dead bodies and your stolen morphine stash here?
The morphine's long gone.
Oh, poor Bubo.
Watch your beak, Martin.
Who's that?
Who? Oh, he's my father.
Your what?
Why are you so surprised? He gave his body to science.
And what's he doing here?
Hoo, 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 hoo. You're a hilarious guy.
That was a good one, Sonny.
Yeah, thanks.
Huh. Two infantile monkeys.
Chicken police story.
Oh, yuck. It's soaked with blood. Fresh blood.
I was operating on someone a few minutes ago.
Totally sober, huh?
More or less.
Probably less.
My hands tremble if I don't drink, okay? Just leave me alone.
You look pretty good, old man. You want a formaldehyde diet?
Huh. Your humor hasn't changed. Worn and out of style.
Just like you, Bubo.
Spit it out. What do you want from me? I have a busy night.
busy.
I had to patch up 2 muscleheads a few minutes ago. Of course, they ran off and didn't pay.
What muscleheads?
Wait, let me guess. A ram and a bobcat.
How did you know?
Shit. What was their problem? Why did they come here?
The bobcat's hand was badly burned and something had sliced the ram.
Okay, yeah, probably from the ship.
Well, it's not an easy job to haul 2 unconscious roosters onto an abandoned ship and then set it on fire.
What have you gotten yourselves into again, you fools? Those 2 work for Ibn Wessler.
You don't say.
Well, in this case, it was nice to know you, gentlemen.
Don't celebrate in advance, Doc. As you can see, we're not so easy to kill.
Just tell us everything you know. And give us some strong painkillers.
Well, all right. Ask away. But I must warn you. If Ursula comes home and sees you here, she'll either kick you out or maul you to death.
Oh, that's Ursula. Ursula, okay. Big bear with an even bigger heart. A bear with a big heart and a big problem called Dr. Bubbo. Bubo, I guess.
Joking aside, how are you, Doc? Long time no see.
Oh, you should get shot more often, then you'd see me more.
Yeah, right. I'm on it.
I'm still alive. Clawville's still standing, to my surprise. Ursula still bears with me, to my even greater surprise. What else can I say?
You don't need anything else then, right?
You know, I could use a big house, a normal job, and a ton of money. And it'd be great if that ridiculous King Hector would finally resign from the throne.
So you still support the Separatists?
Wow, this old owl's heart is beating.
But your life partner is a bear.
Not a problem as long as I don't marry her.
You're a goddamn hypocrite, Bubo.
Why, thank you.
What does this tell you, Bubo?
That you tore off the corner of a painting?
Not that. What do you make of it?
That somewhere a painting is missing a corner.
Don't cluck with me, old man.
I'm not. I'm completely serious.
Then, thanks for the help.
Don't mention it.
Love is still in the air, I see.
I'm a prisoner, boys.
Yeah, the prisoner of your stupidity.
Easy for you to say. You can't get rid of a woman like her so easily.
Why? Because she's a bear and weighs a ton?
No. Because no matter how much I hate her, I still love her more than anything.
Typical boomer marriage here.
Aw, touching.
Hold your tongue, McChicken.
What do you know about Madame Zavas and her affairs?
Zavas, huh? Whew. That woman's probably even more dangerous than Ibn Wessler himself.
Oh, great news.
Is there some kind of link between them?
Ibn's contacts span the entire city, and his new girlfriend, that Natasha, worked in the brothel once.
How do you know that?
Everybody knows.
Oh, great. We almost died for that information.
Why didn't you ask?
Just shut up, okay?
Well, just get on with it.
Have a little patience, Owl.
Okay.
Have you considered that he may make us lie down here?
I'm sure as hell not gonna lay on that. I'd rather bleed to death twice.
I'm with you there, pal.
Eesh, like in the cave of the vampire bat in those horror movies.
You're right. I think all of these are illegal, or worse.
Occult magic.
Demonology.
perverse desires.
Unholy dealings.
Would you two shut the cluck up?
So that Ram and his partner, did they talk about something? About their plans, where they're going next?
The Bobcat didn't say a word, he just growled. But the Ram couldn't shut up, and he talks like a butler or something. He's got a very strange vocabulary, I must say.
What did they say, Bubo? Get to the point.
After they've done the job killing you, I guess, they said they have to kill a rat, too.
A rat?
Figuratively. An informer. Someone who spilled the beans and hurt Mr. Wessler's interests.
An informer?
They called him a sneaky little bastard, too, if that helps.
That's gotta be Zip.
Of course, Zip. Damn it.
Well, then that Fleabag's done for.
Hold your horses, Marty. Zip is like a cockroach, practically immortal.
Oh dear, death flag.
I guess. We gotta help him then.
I'm afraid you're right. We still owe him one.
One?
I didn't even hear that, Bubo. So, who tried to get us out of the way, and why?
Do this.
Maybe Zavos is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler.
Can't connect that.
But why? Just because Natasha used to work at that place? Ibn Wessler wants to hide the tracks leading to Natasha's past. Or maybe it was Natasha herself. But what does it have to do with Zip? Why do they want to kill the raccoon? Zip knows something or has something that can unveil Natasha and Ibn's secret. We need to find out what it is.
Sonny, there's something else. Your car is here behind the building. Ursula covered it with a tarp.
What? Why?
She saw it in front of the brothel. And she also saw the madam's girls trying to take it apart.
Furry gods. What did she do to them?
Well, a couple of dames with guns are not enough to scare my dear Ursula, that's for sure. But relax. She didn't tear them to pieces. She just chased them off and got away with your car.
You know, for once, that's wonderful news.
Yeah, I wore my legs down to get here.
Warmest regards to Ursula when she gets back, Doc. She may have saved our lives.
Of course I will. Now, cluck off, will you?
Ah, you're the best, Bubo.
I know. Will you kindly get lost?
Alright, alright. Great Bird Flu, or the Great Avian Plague, was an epidemic that spread to the entire continent of Altera and killed almost 40% of the world's avian population. In Clawville, the disease wreaked havoc, killing almost 50% of the city's avian population. Finally, the bird flu was subdued by a vaccine developed in Iberia and the establishment of several hatching houses, but the damage it caused hasn't been repaired even to this day. Hatching houses after the Great Bird Flu, several hatching houses were established in Clawville. These places were maternity wards, orphanages, hospitals, and homes for new mothers, but first and foremost, their most important function was to revive the city's avian population. The enterprise was slow but successful, and today almost a third of Clawville's population consists of several species of birds. It reminds me of how they tried to bring back the California condor.
We're busted, boss.
Yeah, the boys were quite fast, I admit.
What are we gonna tell them? Any chance we were just joyriding around here?
Not much. That's why they're gonna believe it.
You think so?
Just watch and learn, cub. Hey, boys. I see you're working hard.
Hey, what about you? What the hell are you doing here?
And we were just driving through when we saw the party.
And who are you trying to feed that bullshit to?
Yeah, we're not eating that, Sonny.
This isn't your neighborhood. So, out with it. Why are you here?
Pull back the spikes. What's going on? Just fill us in, fellas.
Oh. Young girl, around 25 to 30 years old. Pretty? Some kind of dough or something?
Impala, you moron.
Aye, she was an Impala indeed, fellas.
Wait, how do you know that, Marty?
Oops.
One of the officers mentioned it. Don't blow your top, okay? Carry on. We don't have all night.
So, the girl was naked. There's no trace of predation. We don't even know how she died. It's the coroner's day off.
Another thing that only happens in Clawville, huh?
Which reminds me, what are you even doing here?
We're securing the area.
Yeah, I can see that.
I beg your pardon, Marty.
I said have a nice time doing nothing, boys. I mean, securing.
Sorry, guys. Crime scene. You can come in if you want, Marty, but unfortunately, Sonny counts as a civilian.
It's all right, Bosco. We understand. Anyway, I don't think whatever's in there would surprise us much.
What? Why'd you say that?
Oh, nothing. We've just heard what's going on. It's one ugly case.
Yeah, she was young and full of life. At least I think so. Sometimes I feel like I'm too old for this shit, you know.
What are you doing here anyway? I heard there wasn't any predation here. It's a simple murder case, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be, but the city's too busy tonight. We simply don't have enough officers on duty to cover everything. Sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
So everyone's doing everything, eh?
And nothing. Not what they should, anyway. But you know, I'm not even here. I just stepped in to take a look at the case for the boss. I'm already heading back to the PD.
We just happen to be around here too, so we'll be on our way now.
See you soon?
Yeah, afraid so.
Sonny, you sure they'll welcome us here?
No, they won't, but I don't care.
I like this new Sonny.
Hello, miss.
Gentlemen,
Don't worry, miss. We're not here to arrest you. Though I admit the temptation is high.
I just was...
We know, doll. You did what the madam told you to, right? Please, don't be embarrassed. It's not your fault.
Hey, Marty, you're not gonna propose to her, are you?
Please, gentlemen, this is very embarrassing and unpleasant for me. What do you want here? Are you tempting fate? Do you want to die?
If we wanted to die, we just had to let the ship burn. You know, the one you put us into.
I had nothing to do with that. It was Ibn Wessler's goons.
Wessler's goons? Did they knock us out, too?
No, that was us. The girls. But we had no choice. I can't tell you more.
Tell us this, then. Is the madam here?
Yes, but I'm sure she wouldn't want to see you. You have to understand that.
We'll see about that, Sweet Pea. Thanks for the help.
But I...
You think this is a good idea, Sonny?
Stay outside if you want, Marty. I don't care.
Gee, okay. Okay, boss. I didn't say anything.
The end is nigh. The dead walk among us.
Greetings to you too, madam. Are you surprised to see us?
I must admit I am a little. But I also must admit I'm relieved.
Relieved? Wasn't it you who put us on a burning ship, by any chance?
No, it wasn't me, Mr. Featherland. Though I can't deny my part in it either.
How comforting.
Look, Mr. Featherland, your investigation clashed with my business and my personal interests. I couldn't let it slide. That's all there is to it. Nothing more. You're expecting any other explanation in vain.
You really are cold-blooded, aren't you?
Not my fault. I'm a crocodile.
It has nothing to do with you being a crocodile, madam.
Whatever you think. So...
I don't want to go into that room again. Before you alert your wildcats, we're not here to arrest you, ma'am. We're not even here to confront you with anything.
Why then? To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I simply want to know.
The answer's frustratingly simple, Mr. Featherland. You'll be disappointed.
Try me.
I have a contract with Mr. Wessler. And your investigation infringed certain terms of that contract. That's all.
Contract, huh? Is Natasha the subject of this contract? You sold her to Ibn Wessler, right?
That assumption is offensive.
So?
I'm not going to answer that, Mr. Featherland. No.
I knew it. You know, sister, you could be a famous crocodile. You're still just a snake. And I hope snakes will forgive me that I mentioned them in the same sentence as you.
I'm truly sorry you feel that way, Detective. Maybe one day your opinion will change.
I have a feeling we don't fit in here.
Well, we did just crawl out of a river after escaping from a burning ship.
That these furies happened to set on fire.
Exactly. So that means we deserve some premium compensation.
Don't even think about it.
You know, since...
No wonder. These demons are capable of anything.
For sure, Sonny.
Hey, I didn't mean it like that, okay? Be professional. Hard as stone.
You're right. Wounded, tough, stone-hard cops.
That's right.
Alright, let's see if they killed Zip.
Damn, we're late.
I don't see him anywhere.
But that jerk's here.
Yeah, the famous scribbler Tim in the flesh. He must have seen something. And because he's here, he must have caught a whiff of a serious case. We should interrogate him.
Oh, let me be the bad cop, Boss Bird.
Permission granted.
Yes.
Hey, Timbo, my old pal.
Hey. Hello, boys. What a lovely welcome.
You're not scared to see us, are you?
Who? Me? What are you thinking? I'm always glad to see you working. Especially together like this as the legendary chicken police.
What the hell's going on here, Tim?
That's exactly what I was thinking. You see, what the hell could have happened here, right? Very strange, indeed.
Where's Zip, Timbo?
Keen observation, boys, because that's the most exciting thing about the story.
Let me guess. A ram and a bobcat appeared and took him with them.
Well, you could say that if it happened, but it didn't.
Then what?
Isn't it great? Here's the twist.
Start talking, Tim, or we'll have to see if you can really fly.
Come on, Sonny. I was supposed to be the bad cop.
Shut your beak, Marty.
Hey, quit playing tough, will ya? You know I'll help you even if you don't threaten me.
Stop babbling. Just answer the question. Have you seen anything weird around the river?
You mean the smoke and burning ship?
Exactly.
Oh, no. I haven't seen that.
What do you know about Madame Zavas, Timothy? What's the old hag up to these days?
I only know what everybody does. She's rich, she owns a brothel, allegedly she used to be a spy, and she's an enthusiastic supporter of the Crown and the Royalist Party.
What else?
Well, I haven't heard anything else, I swear. She's surrounded by secrets. She was a spy, you know. Although...
Yes?
A little bird told me she's been entertaining quite a lot of foreign guests recently. I mean, real high-quality VIP guests.
Who? From where?
Well, I don't know, but allegedly, she's welcomed patrons from Stavonia, Averia, and even Nautica. Basically from everywhere that matters.
It would be from Nautica.
And?
Well, that's all.
Haven't seen any
you know
fish
I can get
people
into
yet.
everywhere, but even I give the Nile a wide berth. Those wild girls are capable of anything protecting the madam. Trust me.
Yeah, we've noticed. So, what about Zip?
I'm telling you, I don't know. He was already gone by the time I got here.
Why are you still sniffing around?
I was trying to make that fella talk over there.
What, the old fly guy? You speak insect?
What if I do? I'm educated, you know?
Typo.
All right, Tim, my patience is gone. It's time you start singing like the songbird you are.
Hey, that's seabird. Okay, back off. We're old friends, aren't we?
Exactly. That's why I haven't smeared the walls with you yet.
Ouch.
Scribbler Tim, second-rate journalist and first-rate ass-kisser. He's a huge fan of the chicken police. Hey, old pal, could you help us?
Does he understand us?
I don't know.
Excuse me. Have you seen where the raccoon went? The one who owns the joint? Nothing.
Yep, but first... Hey, Timbo, what about...
Maybe he did, but he's not talking. He didn't even speak when the coppers were asking him. And not even when one of them kicked him and the other spat on him. Tough fella indeed.
Those fuckers.
The fly was silent, no matter what. After they left, he just picked up his guitar and started strumming like nothing happened.
Poor bastard.
If I only knew who they were.
Then what? What'll you do? Beat them and spit on them? Like they did with this fella?
They deserve it.
Well, that's one thing, Marty, but things don't work that way.
Yeah, okay, looks like we got another interrogation on our hands. Okay. Alright, Timbo's a douchebag. It's not hard to draw the truth from him.
So what the hell are you doing around here, Timbo?
All right, I confess, but you'll be surprised. I was looking for you boys. The whole town's talking about you.
Really? I'm swelling with pride.
Everybody's whispering about the chicken police being back together again. And that you've already turned the whole city upside down.
Great news. What else do they say?
That you've threatened Ibn Wessler's sweetheart Natasha, then trashed Madame Zavas's brothel. Hard stuff.
Really? I'm not surprised.
Oh, and the best, you set fire to a ship, too.
Hey, I think you're holding us in... You're overestimating us a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Ah, and one more thing. A poor girl was found dead at Natasha's place after you visited there.
Is that so? And you believe all that?
I'm a journalist, Sonny. Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yeah, right. Have you seen anyone sniffing around here?
2 cops came for Zip. They came and went, taking Zip with them, obviously, and didn't do much else. They weren't looking for anything. And what's strange is that Zip went with them voluntarily.
How do you know that?
I know Zip, and so do you boys. If he didn't want to go, he wouldn't have made it so easy for them.
Ain't it the truth?
Sure is.
What? Maybe if it was more focused on what Timothy was up to.
What did you tell them?
Me? To the coppers? Those guys avoid me even more than you do, Sonny.
Right. I can understand that.
What can I say? Occupational hazard.
Oh, come on.
What happened to Zip, Tim?
Okay. When I arrived here, the hot dog was already closed. Zip wanted to shoo me away, but I managed to persuade him to talk to me a little. We're old friends, Sonny, you know? And I have this personal charm.
Yeah, right. The charm. Get to the point, Timbo.
Okay. So, he was totally crazy. I've never seen him like that before. He was flustered, flailing, and talking absolute gibberish.
He must have said something, since you're such great friends.
He just said he'd go to the only place where there are even bigger scoundrels than those that are after him.
Really? I can guess what he meant.
I didn't have a clue. Anyway, after he closed the dog behind me, and then the cops came and took him away in handcuffs, I came to the conclusion that all of this makes no sense.
Zip, you clever son of a bitch.
Why? What is it? Oh, tell me.
You just keep your beak out of this, Scribbler. I think I've got an idea about
Maybe
what our
he
little
feels
friend's
safe
up
in
to.
police custody.
Timbo loves to brag, and it's easy to approach him through his ego. Best if we ruthlessly exploit that. Working on a new front-page article, eh?
Well, if specific celebrity couple's willing to give me an interview, then maybe I am.
Don't even dream about it, Timby.
Eee.
As you're so well-informed, Timster, tell me about Madame Zavos.
Well, they say she's kinda angry because someone trashed her brothel. Oh, and that someone was allegedly you and Marty.
Yeah, you already told us. Good story. Anything else?
Allegedly, Ibn Wessler's men were seen around the brothel. I have a hunch that they were the same 2 guys that came here, too.
Gee, that may even be true. Timbo, you pay attention to everything. Did anyone else come here?
Besides the coppers? Yeah, a ram and a bobcat, in fact.
But you just told us it wasn't them.
Wasn't them what? I didn't say they took Zip, because that's not how it happened.
Don't make me mad, Tim. We're really not in the mood for this.
Hey, I'm only telling you the truth. They stopped here in a fancy big car, looked around, then left. Zip was no longer here. Neither were the coppers, okay?
Tiny Tim is a true fan of ours, and... Help your old pals, Tim. What was Zip doing before they took him away?
Hey, you're trying to grease me up with all that sweet talk, Sonny honey.
Of course not, Tim. We're old pals.
I'm sure we are, but I don't remember you telling me that without an ulterior motive. But you know what? I don't care. Feels good anyway.
I'm glad to hear that. So...
Zip was acting crazy. He was running around, knocking over everything and throwing things away. Then he suddenly disappeared into the kitchen. I guess that's when he made the call. Because soon after that, the coppers arrived.
And in between?
Well, I didn't see him in between.
Why didn't you go inside? He's your friend, isn't he?
Well, I tried, Sonny. The door was closed. I knocked, even yelled. You know how a yelling seagull sounds like. But nothing.
I think I have a hunch what that was all about.
Good for you, Sonny.
Zip was hiding something in the dog, right?
What do you mean exactly?
Well, you tell me. You're good old friends, aren't you?
Well, that's right, Sonny, but Zip's not the kind to easily share his secrets. But now that you put it that way...
That's more like it, Tim. Tell me, what do you know?
I don't know what it could be exactly. I mean, maybe it's not even relevant, but I'm sure Zip was trying to get rid of something when I arrived here.
What? And where?
I don't know, okay? I already told you too much. If Zip hears about me telling you all this, he's never gonna talk to me again.
Tim, unless we find Zip, he's not gonna talk to anyone ever again. Not in this life, at least.
All right. In we go.
Look at this mess.
Looks like he was in a real hurry, or was trying to erase his tracks.
Because he was trying to hide something. But where?
And most of all, what?
Let's take a good look around.
Marty already looked through it.
Okay, okay. Fuck the king.
Huh. What insight?
Where'd all the colors
Good
go?
question, pal. I was thinking about that, too.
When we get over this whole mess, I'm gonna take you to a concert.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. Swear.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
You'll see. Just wait. Ooh, a nice pancake with hemp seed, chocolate, and black onions?
I'd rather have somebody pull my beak off.
Ah, you used to be more daring.
Yeah, and my back didn't hurt either.
Furry heavens, it's depressing being around you, Boss Bird.
Ugh, I wouldn't dare touch that.
Greetings, pal. What can I get you?
What are you doing, Marty?
A nice hot cup of coffee? Maybe some toast? Ooh, our strawberry jam pancake is divine.
You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Yes, sir. One coffee and a turbo milkshake with extra vanilla and millet powder coming right up.
Ah, furry gods help me. Please don't have a nervous breakdown, okay? Did you find something?
Nothing. Or, I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, but nothing important to us.
A pity. Whatever that mangy raccoon tried to hide must still be here.
Or not.
Oh, okay, that's the zoom. It took me long enough. Okay, but it doesn't let me interact when I zoom in. Okay.
The kingdom of dirty dishes and dull knives. And some trash.
Oh, they really didn't want to make another room.
Look at this.
Oh.
I'm looking, but what the hell could it be?
No idea, Marty. Guess it's best if we ask the owner himself.
Where do we find him?
Well, Timbo told us he's with even worse bastards than the one chasing him.
That's it. The Parliament.
No, Marty, but close.
Then, no way.
Oh, yes, Marty. Zip is at the Clawville City Police Department.
Could it be that simple? And that wild?
Well, the cops took him. So it's obvious that he called the cops by himself to scare away Wessler's henchmen. Timbo was right.
Doesn't he know half the police is in Wessler's pocket?
He probably does, but this was his only chance.
Then he really is in big trouble. So? To the PD then?
No, I haven't got a better idea. Believe me, I'd love to have one.
Okay, let's take a look at that box.
Why did you keep that wristband?
Have you found what you were looking for?
No, Timbo, but we wouldn't tell you even if we did.
Ah, but you have. You are an open book to me, Sonny. So, thanks for the intel.
Be careful what you're writing, Timmy boy. I'm a cop for only the next 121 days. After that, I can gut you if I want, and get away with it.
And when did you being a cop stop you?
He has a point.
Just keep a low profile, okay, Timster?
Okay, I get it. My beak is sealed. Zoop.
I don't think Mullen's gonna tell us anything too important, honestly. So we'll just go to the Clawville PD.
Clucking furry hell!
So they know we're still alive?
And they'd like to do something about it. Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake!
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow!
Shoot the... Okay.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake!
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow!
Alright. Almost there.
We could only hope we'd arrived in time. If they'd taken Zip to the interrogation room, the hole as we called it, and beaten the truth out of him, we'd lose the trail and end up in a dead end. It was time to be fast and ruthless. God damn it, Zip. Why couldn't you stay out of this?
Ah, look who's here. The top of the cops.
Idiot's luck. They must have gotten soaking wet because of those holes.
Sometimes I wonder how these two are even still alive in a city like this.
Wonders of the world, Marty.
Martin!
Yes, Chief.
You know what I've heard?
I have no idea, Chief.
You think I'm stupid, Birds?
No, we don't, Chief.
What the ever-loving fuck do you think you're doing?
Chief, if I may.
Sonny, shut the fuck up. You're not on duty. You're suspended, if you remember. So I'm not your chief right now.
Oh, we just stepped out for a coffee, Chief. Then we saw something suspicious at the Czar Club, and we investigated it, and,
Suspicious, right? You investigated, right?
Yes, sir.
You take me for a fool, chickens. And what do you know about the burning ship that lit up the entire Times?
Burning, what? Wild lords, that sounds awful.
Don't play innocent with me, Santino. You both stink like you're in deep, deep shit.
Well, you don't think we had anything to do with that, do you?
I don't know. But if you do, I will find out. You better know that.
I swear, Chief.
I've had enough of your swearing for a lifetime. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Have a beautiful day, Chief.
Don't let me see you again, Santino. Or...
I'll try not to be seen, Chief.
I'm not your chief. Get lost.
Sorry, boys. I can't let you do that. You know, protocol.
You and protocol, Bosco? Don't make me laugh.
That's the case, boys, like it or not. Stop harassing the witness.
Well, what can I do? Sorry, guys.
Do you know anything about a girl named Deborah Ibanez?
You mean the Bambi whose body was found in Natasha Kutsenko's weekend house with huge red letters on her back?
Don't call her a Bambi.
So you knew her?
Just fleetingly.
Anyway, I don't even want to know. I don't know much about her. Moses and Plato are on that case.
Thanks for the intel, Mon. Anything else worth mentioning?
You were at the scene, right?
We? Of course not.
Sonny, you can't lie to me. You just can't.
Is this some kind of interrogation? Just leave us alone, Monica.
You're an open book for me, Sonny. Remember that.
Guess who we had the chance to meet? Madame Zavas, the
So you're that lonely? I didn't think that was your thing, Sonny, but you know what's best for you.
We were there to investigate.
Of course. And were you successful?
To be honest, they beat us and tried to burn us alive.
Inside of a sinking ship.
Wow. Busy night, right? Even for you.
Yeah, so, what do you know about the madam?
Nothing much. She's not had any run-ins with the police recently.
Of course, because half the PD goes to her.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Look, Mon, we suspect Madame Zavas is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler. Any idea why?
No, but those two mean trouble by themselves. I don't envy you boys.
Seriously, any ideas?
Get out while you can. Right about immediately.
Well, you're kind of right.
We can't, Mon. We gotta see this through to the end.
Famous last words.
When did they bring in the trash panda?
Not even an hour ago. You're just in time. They haven't taken him into the hole yet.
Yeah, I can see. Listen, Mon, would you do us a favor?
Can I be honest? Not really.
Oh, just a small thing. For old time's sake.
Me and my big heart. So, what do you want?
Call Bosco over here for some reason, okay? So that we can have a quick talk with Zip.
Okay, I guess I can do that. But you owe me one.
We'll thank you somehow, I promise.
No promises this time. Shoes.
Oh, like the yellow ones we found earlier.
Shoes?
Size 35, high heels, black.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Hey, Bosco.
Yes, ma'am.
Come over here for a second.
Right away.
Bubo doesn't have a high opinion of you, Zip. How do you know him?
You see these stitches? His work. All of them.
Ah, I see. My condolences.
He's a good friend of mine. But the word friend is misspelled in his dictionary.
Right.
What do you think about this paper?
I've seen better, Sonny boy, but that's not paper.
Do you know what it is?
At first glance, it's canvas. A piece of a painting, but it's too small and too blurry to make anything of it.
So, still nothing. Well, thanks anyway, Zip.
Anytime, boys. Are we done?
Have you ever been to the Nile, Zip?
Oh, I wish, man. But my kind can't get in there. Why, did you?
Right in the madam's room if you're interested.
Oh, so that's why you look like that.
Bingo. Did you know that the place has ties to the Wessler Empire?
That place has ties to everything and everyone in Clawville, boys. Even to the royal family. I'll bet my tail on it.
So we were just about to listen to some sweet music when,
Didn't that damn jukebox break all of a sudden?
Oh, damn it.
Damn it indeed, Zip. There was a wristband behind it, with numbers on it.
984-237-22 to be exact.
What? All that from memory? How the hell?
I have no idea either, and it scares me too, but that's not the point. Tell us about it.
Didn't he talk shit about his own memory? Big chicken over there.
That is,
Marty.
if you want to leave this place on your feet.
Okay, okay. You got me. I'll talk, but only if you promise that the cops won't know about this.
Do we look like we're on duty?
Okay. Oh, we gotta do one of these with them too.
Zip is a real opportunist. He's trying to turn everything to his advantage, but we're gonna turn the tables. Who did you escape from? And why here, Zip?
Why? Because I like living, that's why.
How did you know they were coming for you?
I got a tip-off from a friend that I should pack my things and go if I want to live. But I had nowhere to run. You know me. The hot dog's my everything.
So you thought you'd be safe here?
Of course. Ibben's people are everywhere, but, maybe it's harder to get rid of me at the PD.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. How did you manage to piss off Ibn Wessler?
I don't know, all right?
I don't have time for this. Sing like a bird, or I can't guarantee your safety.
I did something for him, that's all, okay? A tiny little favor. You know how it goes, Sonny. Animals like Wessler make a living out of these kinds of favors.
Tiny little favor, eh? Wessler's kind don't send assassins after someone for tiny little favors.
You have no idea what's going on in his head nowadays, pal. Fella gone totally insane.
Okay. It seems like we have to be direct, and we have to ask in a way that sort of implicates that he is in fact cornered. So something like, what did he have on you? Was he blackmailing you?
Ibn was blackmailing you, am I right?
Of course he was. He was blackmailing everybody. He has a whole network of blackmail. A blackmail empire. Everyone owes him for something, and he knows something about everyone.
What was it in your case?
You don't really think I'd tell you, right? Even you can't be that naive.
God damn it.
What did you have to do for Ibn?
I never hurt anyone, all right? Let's make that clear right now.
I never said you did.
I just had to get rid of a package for the boss. That was the job. Quick, clean, simple, right?
Yeah? What kind of package?
A very heavy one.
Dead bodies are kinda heavy, Zip.
How did you know it was a dead body?
I didn't. I was bluffing, but thanks for the answer.
You lousy chicken.
Zip's a secretive little specimen, but knowing his past, it's no surprise. I must take advantage of this and trap him with it. Why you, Zip? Ibn has many loyal henchmen for these kinds of jobs.
Because, it's harder to trace back to him, I guess.
He chose you out of the whole city for this particular job. Why?
He needed someone who knows the hive well.
The Hive? So, Roach Town, eh? Why?
Because I had to get rid of the package there.
You mean the body? It's starting to get interesting.
He's visibly trembling.
You know you're an accessory to murder, right?
Only if I get found out.
What reason do I have to keep my beak shut?
Maybe if I told you what you'd like to know.
Do you think I'm that cheap?
Why? Ain't you?
That depends on what you have to say, Trash Panda.
Oh, shit.
Why did you keep that wristband?
Because it seemed important. And because, you know me, I'm trying to turn every situation to my advantage. That's the way Zip works.
How, exactly?
Who knows? It seemed important. It just fell out of the body bag, and I thought, look, this shit seems important, so why not?
That's why they want to kill you.
I have no friggin' way of knowing that. Why don't you ask them, huh?
What happened to the body, Zip?
I don't know, Sonny. All I had to do was drop it in an abandoned part of the hive.
Where starvation's most prevalent, I guess. Where insects fight for their survival.
Ooh, okay,
right?
that's actually pretty clever.
I couldn't have found a better way to get rid of a corpse myself. All that fresh meat must have been gone in a matter of minutes. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't stick around to see what happened.
You make me sick, Zip.
You would have done exactly the same thing in my situation. Anyone would have. I got the order, I did what I had to. I wanted to survive.
That's Ibn for you. Blackmail.
Yeah, something like that.
Zip may be secretive, but if he manages to open up, he's also honest. He's not trying to change the subject anymore, so I only have one thing left to do. Ask the right questions. Who was the stiff, Zippy?
I swear I don't know, Sonny. You have to believe me.
I have a hard time believing you didn't take a little peek into that body bag, Zip.
I didn't dare, okay? I knew they'd kill me if I did.
It looks like they're gonna kill you anyway.
Not if you help me, Sonny.
I haven't received enough important information yet, Zip. I'm asking you for the last time. What's with the wristband?
I honestly have no idea, Sonny. It simply fell out of the bag when I threw it down in the alley. At first, I wanted to leave it there, but then, well, you know me, huh?
And that's the whole story?
That's the whole story. At first, I thought it was some kind of, code. But on a wristband, it's usually an ID number instead.
Like on prisoners?
Exactly. But I know from experience that prisoners don't get bands like this. Not in Clawville. It looks more like something from a hospital.
Maybe you're right, Zip. While we're at it, was it Dr. Bubo who gave you the tip-off to get out of the hot dog?
Yeah, it was. Why?
Thanks, Zip. You've helped us put some vital pieces into place.
Well, that's great. That didn't help me, Sonny. I don't want to rot in here or end up in an alley of the hive.
We'll see what we can do.
You gotta help me.
Be glad I'm not charging you as an accomplice to murder here and now. Just keep your head down. Understand?
I will, Boss Bird. I will.
That's more like it. Zip is a... Who did you...
What?
How did...
I got it.
So you...
Of course.
Well, I wouldn't... How did you...
Tiny... You have no...
Alright.
Ibn... What?
You don't really think...
What? Yeah. Dead...
How did you...
I didn't.
You lousy...
Zip's a secret. Why didn't you come here as soon as Wesley?
Because they would have laughed at me.
Not if you know who to look for.
And who would that be? Maybe you? You're suspended.
Well, I'll help you if I can, Zip.
Yeah? And how? By it?
You know what do you?
Why?
That depends on what you...
Okay.
Why did he have that?
I haven't...
What happened?
You? Yeah.
Zip made... So he won.
They're easy prey.
Yeah,
Insanely simple, Sonny. Ibn Wessler's not the only one who takes advantage.
I've heard that Wessler's trying to break into the substitute meat industry.
Surprised? What do you think will happen if Wessler saves Roachtown from starvation with a new, cheap, and accessible faux meat product, eh? Boom.
He's gonna be a hero.
Yeah, maybe he'll get voted into the Council of 12.
Clucking hell. I'm asking, and
That
like...
Exactly.
Maybe...
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, well...
You got it.
Be glad.
I will.
That's more like...
Alright, well, I can live with that.
So you're telling me you have no idea what this is?
It's a wristband. I see the same thing as you. This was the only thing left of the dead body. And me. You know me. They don't call me Sticky Fingers for nothing.
So you just took it?
Maybe for some blackmailing?
Who knows? Maybe it just hurt my sense of justice. I wanted to know who I buried.
You're a real bastard, Zip. A real first-grade bastard.
Should I say thanks? Thanks.
Just lay low, Zip. Real low.
Thanks for the advice, Sonny.
So, where to next? Where did that wristband come from?
I got bad news, Marty. I only know one person who knows about medical stuff.
Oh, no. We were just there.
Sorry, partner. Boobo again.
Alright. Alright. So, I think that'll do it for us for the time being. Do it for us for now. Probably have some time to do a little more of this tomorrow. We'll just play it by ear. And I'll just take a quick look. See who's live. Alright, Lady Hakuto's doing more Final Fantasy VII. We'll go into that direction. And, hopefully I'll catch you sometime tomorrow. This isn't a particularly long game, and maybe the third stream we can, knock it all out. So, catch it then. So until next time, this is Poncho Smith signing off, saying good night, good luck, and I will catch you in the next one.